Hello guys, it's a warm welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega Daily. It's a pleasure to be back with you guys, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's wished me a speedy recovery. I am really appreciative of your support. I just got the boot today. It's down here, but basically it's given me a little bit more ability, so I'm kind of out and about again. Listen guys, this video is about road manners in Thailand, road behavior in Thailand. It's my observation, and I know I've covered a lot in the past about driving in Thailand, but it's not specifically just driving, it's attitude. And I was involved in a road accident here about 2 years ago that I wasn't responsible for. And I mean, I'll say that again, I was not 100% not responsible for, but I 100% had to accept responsibility for. If you want to know more, stay tuned. So yeah guys, the situation in Thailand in terms of driving, and I said this in a previous video, but I subsequently found out, it's what I heard. Now don't quote me on statistics, because it's not a statistic, it's what I heard, and it's what I heard a long time ago as well. I heard it more recently, that Thailand ranks number 2 as per road fatality rates in the world. It's got the second highest rate of road fatalities in the world. I think last time I heard it was second only to South Africa. And they say that most of the fatalities occur, you know, in pickup trucks. And if you, again, this is to do with behaviour. Like, if you've ever been here, you know, you don't have to be a driver here to notice it, but people are carried around in the backs of pickup trucks. Families do it if they're going from A to B. You'll see 3 or 4 people in the back of a pickup truck if people are moving home. They put all the kit and caboodle in the back of the pickup truck, and the family will be in the back along with it, and they'll be going wherever they're going. You'll see workers going to work, construction workers going to work. Got a bit of a frog in my throat here. But you'll see that all the time. You'll see 4, 5 people on a motorcycle. You'll see it all the time. And as a driver, like what happened to me today, and it happens every day, but it's just, this is what prompted me to make this video today. We drive on the left in Thailand, the same side of the road as Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, Japan, United Kingdom. But I was turning left, and that's me. I'm turning left, and a motorcycle decided to undertake me and turn left on my inside. Now, my wife was in the car and she screamed at me, look at the motorcycle, you fool, you will have to pay him. That's exactly what she said. If I kick him, I'll have to pay him. In other words, I'll be at fault, but he's the one undertaken on a left turn. I mean, where's the logic there? Well, you might ask yourself, where is the logic there? Well, I don't have to ask myself, because I was involved in a road traffic accident here in Bangkok it's about 2 years ago now. And I won't give you all the boring details, but I cut to the chase. It was 8:30 in the morning, and I was in Dalit Wig Wang. That's just happened to be the market where I shoot my videos for the Big Picture L Panorama. And basically, I was making a right turn. So I'm driving on the left, turning right, crossing the oncoming traffic this direction. 8:30 in the morning. The market was mad busy, people darting everywhere. So I proceeded to initiate the right turn. With that, a girl decided on her motorcyclist, a girl, she decided that it'd be a good idea to overtake me at a T-junction. I was turning into a smaller road. I'll say it again. A girl on a motorcycle thought it would be a good idea to overtake me, or anybody else for that matter, turning right into a junction. So she began to overtake, I began to move, and she came out of nowhere, I hit her. She careered, like something out of a James Bond movie, she careered into an orange seller's stall, and the oranges flew everywhere and she disappeared. It took me a couple of seconds to realise what was going on, and then to my horror I saw her motorcycle on the ground and she wasn't on it, but she emerged from the depths of the oranges and stood up and brushed herself off. She had a grazed knee. But the minute I got out of the car, all I heard was farang, 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 from all quarters. And I left my car in the middle of the road and made a beeline for her to make sure she was okay, but it turned out she was. But I was kind of accosted by the other traders. You didn't put on your orange light, they call it here. In America they call it the turn signal. Back home we call it the indicator, because it's an indication of intent. It's not confirmation of intent, it's an indication, it's an indicator. Anyway, they were criticising me for not putting on my indicator. It doesn't matter if I had my indicator on or not. It turned out that I did have, but it doesn't matter if it was on or not. She was overtaking me at a junction. I mean, come on, you don't overtake at a junction. So the heels and the reels was, she went her way, I went mine, we exchanged information. She had no insurance, as a lot of motorcyclists here don't have. Now I don't know that from statistics, I just know it. A lot of motorcyclists here don't have insurance, or their insurance may not be up to date. But anyway, I was brought by my wife to the police station. We went together that evening to report the accident at the local police station. They didn't seem to want to know. She had a 10-minute discussion with a police officer and he kind of just took the details, but nothing came from that. The next morning, 8:30 a.m. Was it a.m.? It was a.m. 8:30 a.m. I was told to be outside the police station, where with my wife, my wife told me, you see. So she had contacted my insurance company. I still am an insured driver. So it was my wife, our insurance representative, the girl who was injured, who hurt her knee, and two other guys. One was a motorcycle taxi guy who lent her assistance at the time, and some other guy on a motorcycle. But she didn't have any representative from an insurance company, because I could work it out. She didn't have insurance. Anyway, they were all yap, 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 yap. My wife told me not to open my mouth because she knew I was going to be not accepting responsibility, because I didn't accept responsibility. And she turned to me and said, Sampan baht, 3,000 baht, $100. I said, no way, Jose, I'm not paying. I mean, not that I'm not concerned about the girl. She was all right anyway. But it was just to keep her quiet. I mean, quiet about what? Anyway, my wife paid her. So she paid her, the girl went on her way, it was done and dusted. Then the insurance guy handed me a clipboard with a document all in Thai and said, sign there. And I said to me, what am I doing? She said, just sign it. So we signed it. Now, I trust my wife emphatically, so it was all right. That was 2 years ago. It's all done and dusted. But that will give you an idea how precarious it is to drive in Thailand, especially Bangkok. My advice to you is, you know, if you don't drive on the left side of the road, if you come from a country that drives on the right side of the road, you got to be extremely careful. Extremely, extremely careful. If you come from a country that drives on the left, you got to be extremely careful anyway. But if you hit a motorcyclist, the rules for motorcyclists here are different to what you'd expect. I remember I looked it up and I can't remember exactly. I think, don't quote me, motorcyclists are only responsible for their peripheral vision. They're not necessarily responsible for what's going on behind them. So that accounts for the fact that they'll behave in a meandering fashion in front of you. If they decide to meander in front of you and you hit them, you're at fault. That's the deal. So you're never going to win with a motorcyclist in Thailand, I can tell you that, especially as a foreigner. And if you have a traffic accident as a foreigner, as I did, even though you're not at fault, and you tell me, guys, in the comment section, was I at fault? I had my indicator on, I was turning right into a junction. I didn't see her, I didn't expect someone to overtake me at a junction. Anyway, I made a slight, initiated the move, as I said, I had no more started to initiate when she came out of nowhere. And by the way, she damaged the wing of my car and the actual alloy wheel of the car. But was there any call for her to pay her share? Absolutely not. So there you go, guys. Not so much driving in Thailand, more the sheer precautions that you should take and be aware of before you even put the rubber to the road here. It might be within your best interests to leave it up to other people to drive and take taxis and motorcycle taxis, but that's another story altogether. Motorcycle taxis and me don't get on, and they definitely won't get on at the moment, that's for sure. Anyway, guys, I hope you're getting on well with this channel. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope if you haven't done so already, you'll click that subscribe button, click the like button, click the share button, do all those wonderful things, and I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks for joining me.